Okay, guys. So what we have done in the last session is we took the backup of SCCM server, then we crashed SCCM server. That means we went back to the previous snapshot because I wanted to show you how to do disaster and recovery. So we did the disaster and then we use the backup file to recover everything. So this is recovered. As you see, you will have everything, whatever you had on 26th of December. Okay. If you have made any changes after 26th of December, then you will not be able to see those changes. So you have everything, whatever you had on 26th of December. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, Kashif.
Now, when you go to the software library here and application. So whatever you had on 26th of December, you will find everything. Okay. But after 26th of December, if you have made any changes, suppose script, you will not find script. Why? Because we deployed the script on in the month of January. That's the reason. Those changes which you made after 26th of December, you will not find those changes. Okay. So what we have seen here is the recovery process. So recovery is done successfully. Now there is only one topic pending. But before we do that, wait a minute. Let me go to the monitoring and we would like to see the system status, whether everything is green or not. Okay, so we have software update point, which is critical. Okay, let me go to the component status. Is everything green here? Now, in case if anything is not healthy, you can monitor the status here. So for example, this one, WSUS configuration manager, right click on that and then choose show and all. And for the past 1 day, I would like to see the log file for the past 1 day. What happened? So we have 7:48 p.m. Right now, the time is 7:54. Like 6 minutes before, WSUS issue was there. Oh, not installed. And that's right. On on looks like WSUS is not yet installed. That's the reason it is giving you that one. Let me see whether WSUS is installed on this server. You see, that's the WSUS console. It's not the server. Let me click on yes. You see, nothing is there. So the machine does not have WSUS server. You remember we had installed WSUS server in the month of January. Okay, but this does not have WSUS server because we have taken the snapshot of 5th of December, you know, the initial snapshot. So in order to fix this problem, it is saying what, as you saw the log file, what does it say? You know, it will give you the status why there is an issue. It shows not yet installed. Is a possible cause. Read the possible cause. WSUS server version 3.0 SP2 or above is not yet installed or cannot be contacted. And that's right, it's not installed. That's the reason it is giving you that error message. So we have to fix this one. Okay. So how do you check the problem? Let me see the WSU. We found the issue for WSU. What is why database notification is there? Let me see. Okay, so there are some scheduled tasks which it could not complete. Why? Because the machine was off. You see, what does it say? The task update application available target is configured was supposed to run today, but it could not run within the scheduled time. Why? Because you just started the machine. So this is just an informative message. That's okay. So we'll leave that. So this section is basically going to give you some information about anything which is not healthy right now. So we will see the WSUS issue later on. Now, conflicting record. Conflicting record is for, let's say there are two machines where the same SCCM client ID is there. Okay, so if the client ID is same in two different machines, then it will have a conflict here and it is going to show up. So right now we don't have conflict. Everything is has all machines have this unique GUID. But in case if you have same unique ID for two different machines, then there will be a conflict here. Status message queries. Now we would like to, this is going to be the audit purpose. Suppose who created boundary. So if you right click and then show messages, then in the last 1 month, who created boundary in the last 3 months, for example. So you created boundary, MECM admin created boundary. These three boundary created by MECM admin. Now, if anybody deployed any application or collection, so suppose I would like to know deployment created, modify or deleted. Who created deployment or modify or deleted in the last 2 months, for example. So it's gonna give you the report in the last 3 months, for example. So MECM admin created deployment. These are the deployments created by MECM admin. So it gives the username as well, so that you can pinpoint in case if some issue, you can find out who is the culprit, why the changes were created. So this is for auditing purpose. Now deployment, we have already seen to find out what all deployments we have created to get the information. Whether the deployment is success or failed, in how many machines it got deployed, in how many machines it is failed. As you see, we have the dashboard here. Success, one machine unknown, right? VLC media player, 0, WinSCP, 0, global protect, 100%, 3 machines successful. Phase deployment, we have not seen the phase deployment. Phase deployment is basically, suppose you have 3-4 locations, let's say New York, London, Mumbai. So you would like to go phase by phase. So first you deploy to Mumbai, then London, then Mexico. So those deployment status is going to come here in phase deployment section. Okay, script status we have already seen. Um, when you deploy any script, PowerShell script, that is going to show you whether the script was deployed successfully or failed. Client operation. Suppose when you right click on any client machine and then choose restart or choose I'll show you what is client operation. Suppose I would like to right click on this MECM SS1 machine and then choose client notification and then go to download computer policy or any other option. If you choose, you come back to the monitoring section. You see, this is the one I think which we just enabled. 8 p.m. Yeah, 8 p.m. So it's active. Expired means it completed successfully. Okay. So that means it is working. It is deploying the policy on that. It is downloading the policy on that device. Once it is done, it will be expired. Scheduled script. This is also for PowerShell script. Suppose if you have created a PowerShell script and you would like to deploy that day after tomorrow or next week, then it will come in scheduled script. Rest everything is not that important, so I'm going to leave that as it is now. Now coming back to this WSUS issue. Why? Because WSUS is not yet installed on this machine. Okay. So I need to go to site configuration and then servers and site system roles. So we haven't seen the patch deployment yet because it was giving a lot of slowness. So WSUS is not yet installed on this machine. So what we will do, we need to install WSUS first, and then we have to install software update point later on. We have already seen this. If you go to MECM, let's see, WSUS, when we have seen 21st of September. Sorry, I actually wrote it incorrect. So on 21st of December, we have already seen this. Okay, how to install WSUS server and synchronize. Okay, but what happened when we recovered SCCM? It went back to the 5th of December, and then we don't have WSUS installed on this machine. So we have to redo it actually. So let me remove this. So we have to go step by step. So it is basically the same method as we did on 21st of December. Okay, so let me remove this because we have to do it, redo it again. Remove all. Okay, it's gone. Now, first thing first, we have to install what? WSUS. So install WSUS and synchronize. So let me quickly do that. Server manager. Add roles and features. And this time we will do it little differently so that it should not um, freeze the machine. Okay, next, next, next. And we will choose the last option. As you see, WSUS is not yet installed on this machine. We have already explained all these things. I'm not going into details again. On 21st of December, we have done this. Next, next, next. Now we will go with the second database because we are going to save WSUS on SQL database. Okay. The WSUS also needs a database. So where it will save its data on SQL database, which is installed on the same machine. Now where it is going to store the content, we will WSUS will be communicating with Microsoft and it will download the content from Microsoft website. So it is going to create the content. Download the content somewhere in C drive. So I'm going to creating a folder WSUS content. So I created a folder and I'll copy the folder path and paste it here. Next, and here we have to give the server name where SQL is installed. It's installed on the same server, right? MECMPS dot Gloria dot online. Next, and install. So we are now installing WSUS server on this machine. So that is what we are doing right now. So verify MECM server after recovery. Okay, so it is recovered successfully. We did not have any issue. Now there was some problem with WSUS, which we are fixing it. Okay, now verify SCCM server after recovery. Second, check system status, right? Component status for any warnings. Okay, any warnings or any issues. Okay, point number 3, reinstall WSUS server because it is not installed on the server. So install WSUS server to synchronize update from Microsoft. What does WSUS does? What does WSUS do? It will synchronize the update from Microsoft update server. Okay. So now the WSUS server is installed successfully. I'm going to click on close. Second point, we have to go to the services.msc, and in service we have to go down till the bottom, and WSUS service. This service is disabled. I need to right click and go to the properties of this service, automatic, and apply and OK, so that it will get automatically started as and when it it needs. You don't have to manually start this service. So I'm going to click on close. And then the third thing is, we have already seen on 21st of December, guys, we need to launch post installation task. Okay, so these are the three things which we had to do. So enable WSUS service, point number 5, that we have done. And then point number 6 is run post installation task. What it will do, it will configure the database for WSUS in SQL database, and it will create a website of WSUS. So let's see. IIS. In search box, I'm typing IIS, information, Internet Information Services. And then application pools. You see, in application pool, we have WSUS pool, which is started already. It just created the pool actually, and it created the website as well, and WSUS administration. So everything is all set. It is creating the database, configuring the database in the backend. So we have to leave it as it is for some more time, and by that time, it will be all set. Let me go back to the monitoring again to see whether we have any issue with. Okay, so this will go away, this software update point, because right now we are reconfiguring everything for software update point. So this issue will go away. Let me go to the component status. Okay, right click, and either you wait for some time or reset count. Reset count means re-evaluate if the issue is there or the issue is gone. It is going to check again. Okay, so I'm going to right click and re-evaluate the issue. It is going to check whether the issue is there or is it gone. It's gone, right? I mean, we have removed the WSUS, it's a software update point itself. So it will say it's not installed or something. Okay, so wait for a few minutes. Yeah, you see it's green, all green. Issue is gone. Component status, let me see. WSUS Sync Manager has some problem. Okay, this will also go away. Refresh. Yeah, that is also gone. Database will remain there. Let me right click and reset count this one as well. Let's see what happens to the database. Reset means reevaluate if issue is there or is it gone. It will be there. Why? Because there was many tasks it was supposed to run, but it did not run. So okay, so I'm gonna leave it as it is. System status. Everything is green now in system status and component status. Only database has issue, but WSUS is gone. That's okay. This will also go away. Now, coming back to, you see it is configured. WSUS is configured successfully. Now, what is the last point? Then we will wrap it up, because after that it's going to take a very long time to sync. So run post installation tasks. Point number 6 is done. Point number 7. Okay, point numbers. This is 7, and the last is point number 8, which you have to do, Gloria. Okay, so point number 7, start synchronizing updates from Microsoft into WSUS console. So let's do that. WSUS. Yes. It's asking for the synchronization. We will cancel this. Now, this is the server. It is showing up. Everything is showing up right here. Expand. And then we will go to the options and then product and classifications. So there are a few products selected, right? I am gonna choose SQL Server only. Why? Because I am using only SQL Server. This list does not have Windows 10. It does not have Windows Server 2019, but it has SQL Server. And SQL Server we are using. That's the reason I'm choosing SQL Server only. But rest everything I am not using. I don't use Exchange Server. So there is no point synchronizing updates for Exchange Server. I'm not using 2000s Windows Server 2000, 2003. There is no point synchronizing updates for all these um, products. So I'm gonna choose only SQL Server. Classification, let me choose only one thing because it will take, the more you choose, the more time it will take. So I'm choosing only critical update and then apply and then okay. So fine. What I have to do is I need to go back to the synchronization and right click on the synchronization and synchronize now. So this is the first time we are synchronizing after recovery. Previously, it was synchronizing, but it was taking a very long time. It was making the machine unusable. You know, we were not able to use the machine. It was taking a very long time. So it will get fixed. So start synchronization of updates from Microsoft into WSUS console. This is doing it. Right now it is synchronizing SQL Server update from Microsoft update server into WSUS console. Gloria, you have to do this one. Either you do it after 45 minutes or you do it early in the morning when you get up. Okay. Or you don't do it. That's all okay because you are using the local machine, not Azure. Tomorrow, are we meeting? Huh, guys? So that we will uh, cover this one. Don't power off. Gloria.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
Kashif.
let's meet tomorrow. This is the only pending session. Rest everything we have done. And this is very important one. The patch deployment is very important in terms of job perspective. You know, people are looking for patch software update engineers, those who deploy patches to the organizational computers. So I don't
Okay.
want to skip this one.
Great.
I know
Awesome.
this is this basically because of New Year and I was also not well sometimes, so
Yeah.
I could not complete it on time. I apologize for that one, but I don't want to skip
Awesome.
any of these topics because this is very important, guys.
Great. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Kashif.
Bye now.
Bye.